Good evening. I know I've been a little absent from what's going on this tube. It's hard to look at. It's really hard to look at. And you know, I got to thinking, like, it's called the true crime community. Like, what's the community true to? One thing. Let me tell you what. It is just too juicy and too appealing to put out something negative, because guess what? People are just, I mean, there's people out there with, you know, those things on their thumbs that they got at the bank when they count a lot of money. Like, they got those on their thumbs, or like Bengay on their thumbs, and, you know, no pun intended, but they are just burning up sets of fingerprints by the dozens. Like, it's people out there could, you know, get anything through the airport now probably because they don't even have a fucking fingerprint. Like, you can do anything in life and never be caught as long as they're not on the camera, you know. Like, but yeah, but like, true to what? True to what? It is impossible now for people to put out content about Summer Wells without spinning it in a negative way. Like, you want to know what? If Don left Candace, I sure hate that for the both of them. But let's talk about statistics, right? Statistically, when something like this happens, you know, like, this is what you see. This is the aftermath, right? You know, the divorce rate, it goes way up, or the separation rate, it goes way up when there's a tragedy to the child, when there's a child gone. And you know, it's a family that was on the fringe before, you know, on the margins, and now they are just, they're thrust into the darkness. There's probably not enough churches in that realm of the world to save those people from the YouTube. There just isn't. Like, the YouTube has done, I mean, the only thing left to do now is to continue with the wild speculation and allegations, or, you know, I tell Don and Candace now, like, hey, fellas, like, people you think are your friends, you don't have no friends right now, right? You might better pick someone out of the fucking blue that you don't even know, but looks like they have a long-standing, consistent pattern of loyal behaviors, or, you know, rock-solid fortitude, you know, in regards to one focus, right? Never swaying from that focus. You know, I don't know what to tell you in regards to that, but I'll tell you right now, your friends aren't your friends. You don't have no friends right now, right? Because right now, you've never had a friend like any of these folks ever in your life. It's going to be people, you know, squirming out of the woodwork in order to offer you something so they can turn around and put it on YouTube, right? That's all they want to do. They want clout, right? Yesterday, I heard something about Candace in a store after the parade buying what equated to a methamphetamine pipe. You know, like, it's unsubstantiated. It's from a friend who was there. Like, you know, it's just so disgusting, you know? So disgusting. I mean, not only that, but like, what happens in situations like this is that it becomes so nasty that even pastors don't want to go under the knife of the YouTube, right? Like, they don't want their life rearranged in real life because of YouTubers, bored ass YouTubers that love to hate. That's what this is. Go back to my prior video if you didn't see the one about loving to hate. It is a real thing. It is a defense mechanism. It's, what you're seeing is the byproduct and the side effect of many different sorts of negative behaviors due to whatever, substance abuse. And I'm not talking about the Wells, I'm talking about the YouTubers. Substance abuses, alcoholisms, depressions, mental health issues, all of these things, and really, you will hear these people with a complete, utter, and total lack of compassion anytime they're on YouTube. And, it makes you wonder, are these people this diabolical? Follow me, because the diabolicism, it's there no matter what. Are they that diabolic that they're only that way online and in real life they're like normal human beings? Or are they that diabolic that they're that way that they are on YouTube all the time in their real lives? Some of them, it's a shake and bake, right? Some of them you can see. You can Google some of these big time haters' names, and you can see the utter destruction that they've done to themselves publicly for the viewers. Now, in closing, I want to tell you this, Don and Candace, before, and anyone that's involved with this case but isn't really aware of the thing called the beef sector. I wasn't either, but it's a thing, right? So once you're in that beef sector, they're going to completely annihilate you. They will, manifest and manufacture all sorts of different voodoo against you, right? So what you need to do is, you need to know who you're playing with. You can just YouTube search some of these names, and you can get right to the bottom of who these people are. Now, Don and Candace, I also will tell you this. You could contact someone at the ACLU. I assure you, because it's the same way for Miss Sherrod, that there are actually attorneys right now that would take your case either pro bono because of it being so high profile, or for a number of other reasons you might be able to figure out with them privately. But I would certainly start reaching out to attorneys to handle this civil part of these things here, and just stay positive, guys. It's all you can do, right? I hate that all of the time and the resource was extinguished in the initial part of this whole thing, and now it's now guess what? They ruined the YouTubers ruined the chance for the police to handle it, so that when we got to this point, the YouTubers could handle it. You understand what it's like job security, right? They messed it up in the beginning to make sure that, it was going to be only a force as large as YouTube handling it from here on out, right? I mean, that's what it is. It's only YouTube from here on out. I mean, it is going to be some law enforcement, but it's scattered, and it's, and it's, you hear the other officers, they've got other calls, and they've got, stuff going on. So, thanks for that. But yeah, in closing, Don, Candace, start reaching out to some civil rights attorneys. A lot of this stuff is way over the boundary of ethical human decency. So I would start making an example out of them. Like I said, you will see results, and there will be people that will take your case. If you need help aligning that, Don, you can go ahead and reach out to me in the Facebook through the messenger. Anyhow, thank you guys, and remember, the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. God bless.